Let's move on. What are the cells that make the leaves curl in plant during water stress? Okay, here you have to tell the name of the cells which makes in curling of the leaf. So in the monocot leaves, in the section of the monocot leaf, you will see that on the upper epidermis, on the adaxial epidermis, some swollen cells are there, some larger cells are there. These cells are called bulliform cells. So these cells curl the leaf during the water stress. So these cells help in curling of the leaf. Now, what constitute the cambial ring? This is the cambial ring, black color ring inside you will see. This is the cambial ring, and this ring is formed by the fusion of interfascicular and intrafascicular cambium strips. Interfascicular or intrafascicular? Intrafascicular cambium strips are present in between the xylem and the phloem. This one, okay. In between the xylem and the phloem, you will see intrafascicular cambium strips, and here in this region, in the medullary rays, some cells become meristematic and they form interfascicular cambium. So this cambium is between two vascular bundles. Okay, so this cambium is interfascicular and this one is the intravascular cambium. The fusion of both these cambium make a particular ring, and that is known as a cambium ring. So this cambium ring is formed by the fusion of the interfascicular and intrafascicular cambium. Okay guys. Now next is, if one debark a tree, what part of the plant is being removed? Debark means removing the bark of the tree. So if we remove the bark of the tree, so you have to tell what are the different parts which are removed if we debark a tree. So here, if we debark a tree, the cork cambium, cork outer layer, then cork cambium is there which form cork and the secondary cortex inside. So cork is removed, cork cambium and secondary cortex as well as the secondary phloem. So these all are the parts, they are removed when we debark a tree. Okay. Here this diagram shows that here debarking is done. So in this debark, all these parts are removed. Now next question is, what do hardwood and softwood stands for? This already we had discussed in one of my lesson. Hardwood contains xylem vessels and it is the dicot wood, whereas softwood contains tracheids only and it is the gymnospermic wood. So this is the gymnosperm plant and this is the angiosperm plant. And so these are the woods of gymnosperm and angiosperm plants. So if you see the wood, this is the hardwood which is derived from the dicot wood and it contains xylem vessels, and softwood contains the tracheids only, right? So tracheids is present in the gymnospermic wood. Write the constitution of periderm. So periderm, you know that in the primary stage the epidermis is there. Later on periderm formation takes place in the secondary growth. So this periderm contains phallogen, phallum and phalloderm, means it contains cork cambium and secondary cortex. Okay. Now, which layer surrounds the vascular bundles? So here we have vascular bundle. The vascular bundle is surrounded by one layer that is known as bundle sheath cells. While estimating the age of a tree, what will you observe on the transverse section of its trunk? So if you cut the section of the trunk, if you are counting the number of rings, so that particular rings are the annual rings which are made during the spring wood or autumn wood, means they are made during the season, spring season and autumn season. So the dark rings is of the autumn wood and light rings are of the spring wood. Okay, so these woods you will observe in the TS of the trunk. Why xylem vessels are called syncytes? Xylem vessels are called syncytes because they are made up of many cells. That's why they are called syncytes. Then vessels are companion cells. Vessels and companion cells are the characteristic features of angiosperms, because angiosperms contain both these things. Monocot leaves grow by intercalary meristem. Intercalary meristem helps in the growth of the leaves in the monocot plant. In submerged hydrophytes, stomata are found on the surface, on lower surface, on both surface, nowhere. So in the submerged hydrophytes, stomata is not present, so nowhere. A concentric amphibasal bundle is that in which centrally located xylem surrounded by phloem, means xylem is in the center, then surrounding the phloem is there. Centrally located phloem and surrounded by xylem means phloem is in the center and surrounded by the xylem. So this one is correct. Centrally located phloem surrounded by xylem is the concentric amphibasal type of bundle. Phloem is in the center, it is surrounded by xylem. Amphicribal is that bundle in which the centrally located xylem is there and which is surrounded by phloem. So xylem is inside, phloem is outside. Then in this amphibasal type, phloem is there in the center and is surrounded by the xylem. So here amphibasal is asking, so this one is correct. Which of the following is enucleate at maturity? So at the maturity, in which of these particular cells the nucleus is not there? So in the sieve cell, nucleus is not there at maturity. Casparian strips of suberin occurs in. Here you can see these are the cells of the endodermis. The cells of endodermis contains inside a Casparian strip made up of suberin. So this is the Casparian strip inside. You can easily see in this diagram. So the answer is endodermis. Endodermis layer contains Casparian strip made up of suberin. Parenchyma is a kind of parenchyma, chlorenchyma, and stellate parenchyma. These all are the type of parenchyma cells. Okay, if parenchyma cells contains air cavity inside, then we call such cells parenchyma cells. And these are the characteristic feature of the hydrophytic plants, because such cells provide buoyancy to the plant and help it to float on the water. Which is most durable? Sapwood, hardwood, springwood, and autumnwood. Most durable, it is asking, the most durable is the hardwood, which is in the center, and at the periphery we see the sapwood. So in the center the hardwood is there, that wood is very durable and it is mostly used because this gets covered by some of the resins, tannins, essential oils. So it is quite durable. Quiescent center is associated with quiescent center. It is the inactive zone present at the tip of the root. In the center of the tip of the root there is a center that is known as the quiescent center. This is the inactive region in the root. Pectin deposition in plant wall is. Pectin deposition is the secretory product. It is not excretory, it is only the secretory product. Tyloses are. Here you can see these are the xylem vessels. In these vessels you will see some tyloses, some plugs are formed. These plugs are known as tyloses. So these tyloses are tracheal plugs which plug the lumen of the vessels and the tracheae. So you can easily see this, the lumen is plugged by these tyloses, and such formation occurs in the old xylem, okay, or we can say in the hardwood. And now supply is done by the sapwood, means the secondary, it is also secondary xylem, which is the newly formed secondary xylem. Annual rings are distinct in plant which grow in annual rings. They are grow in temperate region. Okay, in the temperate region that there is a variation in the temperature, due to which we can easily see the annual rings in the plant.